This has been a long time in the making. In this video, I'm going to be going over the best product research tool for Walmart, Pricelink. Now, Pricelink is not just another Walmart software. This is a Walmart software that I've created. I've been selling on Walmart for over 6 years, and during that time, I've tested dozens of Walmart softwares, and all of them kind of fall short of being the all-in-one Walmart software. So because of that, I decided to create my own. Pricelink is going to help you source better, it's going to help you find more leads, and it's going to help you be more profitable. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to use Pricelink. And the best part is that you can get started today for free with a 7-day free trial. In order to access Pricelink, you can either go to pricelink.io or you can click the link in the description. Once on the webpage, from there, if you're logged in, you can just click dashboard. But if you haven't signed up yet, click pricing. And then you can go ahead and you can start your 7-day free trial. And you can choose your plan either monthly or yearly, which is $30 a month. And then from there, you can go ahead and you can sign up. Once you're in the system, you're going to see all of the tools on the left, as well as you can go ahead and you can see whichever tool you're logged into, all of the content on the right side or on the main part of the page. There are 5 main tools to Pricelink. First, you have the lists, then you have the scanner, then you have the catalog, then you have the alerts, and lastly, you have the Chrome extension. In this video, we're going to be breaking down all of them, starting with the Chrome extension. So the Chrome extension unifies the whole system because you can work within Pricelink entirely on the web app. However, if you're on Walmart and you want to browse a product, Pricelink will go ahead and it will pop up underneath an item. So I'm going to search up Lego and let's go to a random item. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up this item right here. Let's click on this Lego. So once I open up this Lego, Pricelink is going to appear right at the bottom and it's going to show me key item insights. I have the buy box price, the stock, rating, verified reviews, dimensions, and more. And from there, I can just click this and then the Chrome extension opens up. Once it pops up, I have a clear image of the item as well as key insights. And I can also go ahead and I can see historical charts. I can see the offers tab of all the offers and sellers on a listing. I also have a profit calculator and I can set alerts. So let's start at the top. The first thing that I can do is I can add a product to a list. Now lists are collections of products that you want to group together for some reason. So let's say you have a leads list, you can go ahead and you can make a list specifically for those items. Or if you have a specific product that you want to monitor, or maybe you want to group them together by brand. In order to add a product to a list with a Chrome extension, I can quickly go here and I can import a product. So next I can just add my source cost and I can add it to a specific list. I can also create lists by just giving it a random name. So let's do test 3 and then I can create new lists and import. Next, that item is instantly going to be imported to that list and you can mess around with that product in that list. I can quickly jump back to Pricelink either through the tab or I can just click the list right here and it will open it up in another tab. So now we see the product that we just added inside of this list. Going back to our main list tab, we can see all of the lists that I've created. So here I have one for Walmart to Walmart flips. These are products that I found on Walmart and I think that they would be potentially good to buy from Walmart to flip back onto Walmart. So I added them to this list in order to be more organized with my leads. You can create lists for different brands, different sellers, different categories, as well as you can also add all of the products that you sell into a list so that you can quickly keep tabs of all of your products off of the Walmart catalog. Within the list, you can go ahead and you can see insights on all of your items, such as if it's a bestseller, if it's on clearance. You can also take a look at how many sellers are on the listing, and you can see their stock as well as their price. From there, you can also go ahead and you can see the brand, the category, name, UPC code, as well as reviews, verified reviews, variations, and the referral fee. Pricelink also shows profitability, and you can quickly edit your profit to see if you are profitable at a certain price. So let's say this item cost me $2. I just press save changes, and then it's instantly going to upload with my new cost and if I'm profitable or not. Where the real power of Pricelink comes in is within the filtering. So what I do is I create lists for certain types of products or for certain purposes. For this one, as I mentioned earlier, this is Walmart to Walmart flips. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and I like to filter by the number of sellers. Let's filter where it's going to be lower than 5. And then you'll see we have all of these listings. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to filter by the buy box price. So let's search that up. Buy box price, and let's do the buy box price is greater than 10. And next we can go ahead and we can filter for verified reviews. So let's do verified review count greater than 10 as well. Now all of these products are greater than $10, have less than 5 sellers, and have a verified review count greater than 10. So this will help you filter through lists of a lot of products and go ahead and narrow down on the ones that you want to research and that you want to sell. This is huge for product research, and I cannot stress this enough. And those are only 3 of the filters. We also have filters for items that are out of stock. We have filters for new verified reviews or new reviews in the last 30, 90, and 180 days. And we also have reviews for buybox percentage, Walmart buybox percentage, so you can really get as granular as you want and find any type of product. After you filter, you can also go ahead and you can export all your products by clicking the export button, and you can select how many rows you want to export. You can also go ahead and name the file, as well as you can choose the file format that you want to go ahead and export it as. Lastly, within this page, you can also go ahead and import more items. So if you have a file, you can just quickly upload the file right here. If you have more products that you just want a single upload, you can use the extension or click here. And you can also go ahead and set your preferences. So if you are using this to determine profitability from a leads list, you can quickly go ahead and add a prep fee, as well as you can also add a discount percentage if your wholesale supplier or the retail supplier has a discount. Within this page, you can also go ahead and quickly access the item on Walmart. You can also go ahead and you can quickly view the product details that we have here on Pricelink. And you can also go ahead and you can set an alert on this item, which we're going to be talking about in a little bit. So I hope I showed how powerful the list can be. Moving on to the next feature, which is going to be the wholesale scanner. Now, the wholesale scanner is a way for you to upload either price sheets from your wholesale suppliers, or you can upload leads lists. You can also upload any type of list that has products on it. Now, in order to do that, you can go ahead and you can upload the file as it is. All we need is an item identifier, and that's going to be a UPC code. It's going to either be a Walmart item ID or a URL. Amazon ASINs are coming soon, so bear with us. If you don't already have the file, you can quickly download our CSV file template or our Excel file template and fill in the columns there. Once ready, you just have to drag and drop your file right here. So I'm just going to drag my file right here, and you can see a preview of your file up until the first several rows, and you can just make sure all of the columns are correct. And from there, you can press next and just map the columns. So make sure that you're mapping it to the correct column. So my item identifier is going to be the item ID, and I'm just going to make sure that that is properly selected. Next, if you have your cost, which I don't have it in this file, you would just map it here and then press next. From there, you're going to see, just make sure that the total number of items is correct. Next, you can go ahead and you can choose if you want to add these products to a new list or if you want to go ahead and add it to another list. So currently within the scanner, the way that it works is that when you scan a sheet, it actually adds those products to another list or a collection. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press upload. And now we have a new list being created, and watch how quickly this works. So of those 40 products, it looks like Pricelink found 39 of them on Walmart, and it's already imported 11 in less than 10 seconds. And it shows you the success rate, shows you how many were not found. And you can also go ahead and you can access all of the products right here within the list. So you can click the drop down here and it will show you the status of your list. And you can also click your list and you can see the status of the processing. So I can see all the uploads right here in real time, and I can see it being imported. I can see the badge for bestseller. I can see which ones are out of stock. I can see the price history and click on it to see it in more depth. And I can do everything that I was able to do previously in any list. So the lists are great for products that you have or that you want to see more data on. But what about if you want to go ahead and you want to search for products on Walmart that you don't really have in a list or that you haven't added to a list? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here is where you can use our product finder catalog to find products that we already have in our database and to see if they're going to be profitable. Within our product catalog, we track millions of products across Walmart and we update them daily. In order to search through them, all you have to do is apply the filters and watch how powerful this is. So I'm going to search out of stock, and from there, I'm going to see all of the items that Pricelink has tracked that product is out of stock. So here I have a Minecraft Ender Dragon, and I can quickly drop down and I can see that Walmart was selling this and Walmart was out of stock. This could be a great opportunity for me to go ahead and see if I can find it anywhere else or potentially buy it from Walmart again to resell it back onto Walmart. So I'm going to open that up on Walmart, and opening it up on Walmart, I see that Walmart is actually right back in stock and they only have one left. This is a great opportunity, and I was able to find this product because of Pricelink. So let's say I buy this item for $40 and then I can resell it on this listing for as much as $70 or maybe even more. That is why I love the out of stock feature, because it allows me to find items that are either still out of stock or they recently just became out of stock. Even more powerful is that I can go ahead and I can layer on filters. So let's say I wanted to layer on the number of sellers. I can layer on the number of historical sellers. I can also layer on the buy box price, which is a great one. So let's say I only want to sell items that are greater than $15 or 20. Let's just go ahead and add it. Now all the items with the out of stock feature are items with a buy box price historically over 20. I can also filter out the historical price over time. I can also filter out other things such as verified reviews, number of verified reviews in the past 30, 90, or 180 days to make sure that the item is selling, so on and so forth. And then as you find items, you can go ahead and you can select them. You can do bulk actions to add them to a list, or you can go ahead and export them. And you can also go ahead and you can set alerts right here, which is going to allow you to be updated on those items. So the last feature of Pricelink is going to be the alerts. Now the alerts are super powerful, and this is probably one of my favorite features. It's very similar to Keepa alerts, and what we're doing is we're finding items that we want to be updated on for any reason and setting an alert for that. And then once you set that alert, Pricelink goes out and watches that item every single 30 minutes, and it will update you if it sees a change. In order to set alerts, you can either do it from within your list. So you come to your list that you just created, and from there, you're going to go ahead to the product. You can click the bell icon and you can set an alert. So you see right here, I can do it from the field. So I can choose what I want to monitor. Let's say I want to monitor Walmart stock on this listing. I would just choose that. Next, I can go ahead and I can choose if I want to be alerted if it's greater than, less than, any change, or equal to. So let's say I want to monitor this item for when Walmart is less than 10. I'm going to set an alert, and then I can do less than 10. From there, I can choose if I want this trigger only once or if I want it indefinitely. I want this trigger indefinitely. Lastly, I can add any additional notes, or I can go ahead and add any additional things that I want to be reminded of. From there, I'm just going to press create new alert, and now my alert is created. You can also set multiple alerts per an item. So if you want to be updated if a Walmart goes out of stock, as well as if the buy box increases, you can set all of those alerts for the exact same listing. You can also set alerts within the Chrome extension. So coming back to the Chrome extension, I can see all of the historical data if we're tracking that. And I can also go ahead and I can quickly go to the alerts. And once that product is in a list, I can come right here, and the product does not have to be in a list in order to create an alert, but I think it just helps. You can go ahead and you can press create alert, and following the exact same process, you can go ahead and you can set an alert, and then we'll be notified. So all of the alerts are also shown right here when you're on the Chrome extension. Going back to the Pricelink system, I can also see all of my alerts right here, and it's broken out by product. And in order to see how many alerts you've set per a product, you can look at the number here. So I have set 3 alerts per a product. And if I click the drop down, I can see the status, if they're triggered or not. I can also see the field, the filter, the condition, value, when they were last triggered, as well as the date that I created this. The last features that I want to talk about are going to be the historical features. We are constantly improving it, adding more items that we track, and improving our graphs. So currently in the historical data, you'll see that we don't really show much on these items, but we have millions of products that we track. And on those products, you can see historical buy box price, review count, stock count, the buy box winning rate, as well as the offer count. And this is only going to improve and get better over time. So that's going to be it for the demonstration on Pricelink. I hope that I was able to show you how to use this software in order to find more products and how you can use it within your product research strategy. My favorite features are adding products to lists, creating alerts, and being notified when certain things happen, as well as looking for opportunity within the catalog for all of the products that Pricelink scans. If you'd like to try out Pricelink, be sure to go ahead and to click the link down below for a 7-day free trial. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.